It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Raiders and the Lions under the lights on Monday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the fifth-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 21 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game, and even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. Counter play with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Jacobs going to try the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Murray going to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. I do believe, yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Murray now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a 4th-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly had taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap, and the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, they'll burn you.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Herbert on 1st down now. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown. Hunter Renfrow. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Running it out of the gun with Bruce. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a count.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They only get 5 out of that quick slam, but that's good enough for a first. From the gun, Murray. Austin is there and brings in another one. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Murray to air it out again. Short throw caught by Dosich. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Completes it to Austin. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Yeah, they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Here's Ethan Evans now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Herbert, he'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Herbert throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Murray now. Same target. It's Jacobs again. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. Murray going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Murray. Will find the open man. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now Murray. Short throw caught by Dulcich. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Murray.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Murray again, second and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Sanders' kick is good, and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we're out to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Raiders. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing now is Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 62 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That's taken in by Dulcich. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Jacobs now, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away.
A 32-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught, and it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, Raiders.
Herbert. Touchdown. Sam Laporta from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Murray. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
To the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now it's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6.
On second down, a run by H.A.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Las Vegas, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.